Hey guys, thanks for tuning back into the channel. Today I'm going to talk about the RA2 rotary tool and how to engrave tumblers using the roller attachment. As you can see, I had the rotary tool in front of me. This has a couple different features. One in the support module. This is how you can raise or lower your tumbler or any other type of engraving that you're going to do. Next up is the Rotary Attachment Tool 2. There are two adjustable rollers on there. The A roller is a stationary roller, while the B and C roller can be used to move and adjust the size of your RA2 tool. Here's a quick demonstration on how to change the adjustment roller. I will change the roller from slot C to slot B. I'll start off by removing a small screw from the C slot on the bottom of the rotary attachment tool. I will then rotate the roller from slot C to slot B and then reinsert the screw on the bottom of the rotary attachment tool. Then it should be ready for a smaller engraving. There is also a jaw chuck component that can be added to the rotary attachment tool that'll clamp down on a piece of material for engraving, so then you can rotate it while engraving it. So here is the stainless steel tumbler that I'll be using to engrave. And here's my engraving setup. Before I can begin my engraving, I have to ensure that my laser engraver is lifted up so it can be higher than the tumbler. So I screw the two legs together and then screw them on the bottom of the legs of the engraver and then pop the foot back in. Here's a quick time lapse of me doing this with all 4 feet of the engraver. I also want to ensure that my RA2 tool is connected to the hard drive of my laser engraver. So I'll find the white plug near the start button of the engraver. This is what connects the belt to the hard drive of the engraver. This would be used for any flat engraving. Once it's unplugged, you can plug in the white connection cable from your rotary tool. Then it should be ready to start engraving. I'll then lay my tumbler on the rotary tool and then place the small level the xTool provides on the top so I can make sure that my tumbler is level with my engraver. I need to make sure that my engraver module is at the correct height and that everything is straight and ready to engrave. Next, I'll come over to xTool Creative Space and insert the image that I want to engrave. I found this image of the United States and I want it to be 3 inches wide. I will then rotate my image 90 degrees because I have to compensate for how the rotary attachment tool is laid on my table. Since I've engraved tumblers before, I know that I'll need 100% power, 60 millimeters per second, 1 pass, and everything else will stay constant. I will also have to change my processing mode. I'm currently processing on a flat surface, but I could use a roller, a chuck, the slide extension, or use screen preparation. I know I'll need the roller for this engraving. Then it'll pull up an engraving preview. As you can see, it says it'll take 13 minutes to finish this engraving. I also want to change my origin point. It is default set to the top left corner, but I know I'll need to change it to one of the right corner or sides because this will be the top of the engraving using the rotary tool. Then after framing, I can hit start. Now I can just sit back and watch my engraving go. Once it's finished, I can look at the final product. At first glance, I think it turned out pretty nice, but it doesn't look very dark. However, it is straight and the size that I wanted it. But there's one way to fix the darkness of the engraving after it's finished. After wiping my engraving down with a paper towel and warm water, here is the final product. It definitely looks a lot better. The lines are a lot darker and you can see the engraving more. I do wish I would have made the engraving a little bit darker, but all in all, I'm pleased with the way that it turned out. If you see that your engraving is not dark enough, you can look at purchasing some metal engraving spray. This is easy to use. Just shake up well and then spread liberally on your tumbler or any other type of metal that you're about to use. There's two different kinds that I've found. Brilliance is a little cheaper option, and there's also Ceramark laser engraving spray, so use whatever is best for you. Whenever I'm about to do a tumbler that's gray, I always use laser engraving spray. So thanks for tuning in. I hope you found some benefit from this video on how to engrave a tumbler with an xTool rotary tool. Please like this video and feel free to subscribe so I can make some great new content in the future. I hope you have a great rest of your day and enjoy your laser engraving venture. Have a great one.